Alright, what's up guys? So this is going to be the first of many perpetuals trading videos that I will be making for my playlist on YouTube. Just to teach you guys kind of the things I've learned, learning ICT and just in general crypto perpetuals trading. So let's get right into it. Today I'm going to be talking about if you should use a centralized exchange or a decentralized exchange and the difference between the two. So the centralized exchange will be like Coinbase as I have up right now or Binance, and your decentralized exchanges will be your lighter DEX or Hyperliquid, like Axiom, or whatever other decentralized platform that you know of. But the centralized, the big difference between the two is the centralized will like ask for your name and your like everything about you, like how much money you make a year. So, and they also tend to have higher fees as well. So if you like to stay like a little more decentralized or a little more anonymous in your trading, then you would want to use a DEX. And I would recommend something like lighter DEX or Hyperliquid. Those are two of the best ones right now, and I'll explain the differences between the two. One thing I want to explain is that you should be using both. So you should be using the centralized exchange like Coinbase to map out all your trades. So like if you wanted to find your previous daily high, low, whatever, you would be using Coinbase instead of something like a DEX because DEXs tend to be a little more less accurate in price action in volatile times just because of the way it works. But centralized exchanges will give you the most accurate price action. So I recommend mapping out your trades on Coinbase and then actually taking your trades on the DEX. So let's just say you wanted to take, and I'm just throwing random examples, but let's just say you wanted to take profit at right here. You were longing and you wanted to take profit right at this high right here. You would be marking that out on Coinbase first because that's the most accurate price action. So 130 is there. So you see how the price is different right here? 77,453 compared to 77,414. So it's different, you see? And also Hyperliquid. 471 for Hyperliquid, 453, and 414. They're all different, so that just proves my point. So now that you know that, you just want to map everything out on Coinbase because this is your most accurate price action. And let's just say you wanted to take profit here. So then on your DEX, you would just go candle to candle, whatever, not the price, but just go candle to candle. So you won't go to 414 here because that's way lower. So instead of putting your take profit at 414 because that's what it is on Coinbase, you want to just put it at that candle, whatever it is here. So you don't want to think about it too much. You just want to map it out here and then do exactly what you did on whatever DEX that you're using. So now that I showed you how to use both of these to your advantage, I'm going to show you which DEX I think is better and what I recommend. So you can use either Hyperliquid or Lighter. I recommend both of them. But on Lighter, there's an option to get zero trading fees, which is crazy if you think about it. But I'll explain how they do that and how it works. So when you log into LighterDex, you'll have an option to get free account or premium account. The premium account is free as well. It'll just make you pay fees as you trade and it'll give you less latency, which means like when you press trade, when you press enter on your trade, it'll go in faster. But if you have the free account, which is what I use, it actually lets you have zero trading fees at the cost of higher latency, which I found doesn't really matter at all. I mean, my trades still go in within like 2 or 3 seconds, which, I mean, it's not meme coins, so it really doesn't matter. A little 0.005% compared to Hyperliquid's 0.04%, flat fee every time you trade, sell and buy. So those fees do add up and it's totally free to trade on lighter. You just have to get used to the little bit of lag and the latency. Depending on how good your VPN is, will determine how good your latency is. But you can also get a higher leverage on lighter as well. So like here, Bitcoin has a 50x, Ethereum has 50x, Solana 25. On Hyper, it only goes up to 40x, 25, 20, and there is options for stocks as well to trade on Lighter. And by the way, I'll have a link if you want to sign up for Lighter DEX in the description. It'll help support me, and if you decide to use the premium account, it'll still give you a 10% discount on your fees. So that's pretty nice. But that's it for this little short video. In the coming videos, I'll teach how to map out your trades and also know which pair to trade. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
Oh man.